What's up, guys? It's your boy Swan Belcher. This is me taking action on Instagram and YouTube. Today, I want to talk about a little topic that I keep hearing coming up, and it's talking about the problems of manhood these days. Like, why men are like so girly, and what we need to do about it. And I figured I'd share my piece on it. I do think what's happening now is kind of like coddling, weak men. And I think over time, this won't be good for today's society. It won't be good for the economy. It won't be good for families. It won't be good for churches. And so I definitely think it does need to be addressed. Now, at any point, if I strike you or if it strikes you that I say something that you don't like, it might just be because you feel like you're, the person I'm talking to. I'm not talking to any one particular person, but I think it definitely needs to be addressed. And we're going to hit a couple different categories here. Category number one, males are absolutely missing it when it comes to difficult decisions. The decisions that are hard to talk about, decisions that you have to do when you don't want to do them, and people are making it okay. I don't think that's cool at all. Like one thing that I really do not like about today's society is how much governmental assistance is out there. They almost make it okay not to be manly, and just to understand, manly is like having hard hands, you know what I mean? Because you work, you know what I mean? Manly is like having strong nails, Manly is like providing for your family. Manly is teaching your son how to use the bathroom, and one thing that government assistance does, you guys know this, if you're on Section 8, they don't even want women to have men in the house. And if you do, at least here in our area, from what I understand about Section 8, is if you have a man in the house, you cannot qualify for Section 8. So one of the requirements, of this government assistance, Section 8, is that we remove the man from the household. It makes it okay. It makes it okay for if a man gets a woman pregnant to walk out. Because, oh, great. Well, if he walked out, oh, good. I'm going to be able to get Section 8. I'm going to be able to get welfare. I'm going to be able to get, I'm going to be able to take him to court for child support. And then I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't think that's teaching our sons what they're supposed to be doing. That is okay to avoid the difficult situations that they're going to have to, that's going to come up in their life. I think it'll be way better if we actually teach our sons how to prepare, how to handle, how to communicate when adversity comes knocking on their door. And I honestly think that we should let people know that adversity will come knocking on your door. It's absolutely, that's typically what happens right after a blessing, or when a blessing is on the way. Adversity, in the Bible, men were warriors, right? We were warriors, we were fighters, we were ready to battle. We had something to protect. Like if things started going bad, that's when our best self came out, not when we, seeked out others' protection, or not when we, called out for somebody else other than the Lord, And I really think, we have to get down to the deep root of this, because making hard decisions is a lifelong journey. Realistically, every day we're making decisions. And if you avoid all of the hard decisions, then you're lowering the value of yourself. You know what I mean? You're like, you're lowering all of the possibilities that you could actually be accomplishing, And so don't do that. Don't do that. And teach your sons that it's okay. It's okay. The second category, outside of making difficult decisions, that I think we're letting men pass on these days, we're letting them pass on education. And I love college. Don't get me wrong. I went to North Carolina A&T. I absolutely love North Carolina A&T. I love the whole college system and all that good stuff. But what I don't like is when a family has all of this stuff that they want their son to do, and they push their son to go to college and major in something that they don't want to major in. And it creates this, this thing that the child doesn't want to do. And the next thing you know, they're dropping out or not doing well, or Even those people that finish through and then they get their degree and then they don't get any kind of fulfillment out of it and don't go anywhere with it. So they end up back in the same place they were right after they graduated from high school, not knowing what they want to do. Now they got more debt, and still don't have a job that's paying them the salary and, and all those kinds of things to get them the things that they want. I absolutely don't like that. It's manly for a man to want to do his own thing. It's very manly for a man to want to go out and figure it out. I personally don't believe that men should be staying in the house after high school for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 years trying to figure it out. You staying in the house with your mother or your grandmother or your auntie is not helping you. The coolest thing about being an adult is that we have the ability to grow. We have the ability to stretch our minds. And if we don't ever put ourselves up against that test, we'll never know exactly how to do that on our own. And if we wait too long, then we're going to stun our growth. Because think about it, all the things that you wanted to do, if you wanted to do it 2.5 years ago and is not completed now, you still have to complete that thing. You're 2.5 years behind. You were A, you couldn't make the difficult decision. B, you didn't put yourself in the in the scenario where you stretch yourself to grow. And C, you didn't use your faith that God gave you. It talks about several times in the Bible that we're already in victory. All we have to do is walk in it. If you have a small mind, you think that you need to be protected and you need to be guarded and somebody has to give you something, and you're blaming other people, for your scenario. You're never taking accountability for what you have going on. Then you're behind. And that's just not manly, because things don't happen to me. Okay. That's not how it works for me. Things happen because of me. That's the mentality of a man, that things are moving in my direction because I'm pushing them forward. Now, I think the next category that we really need to address is how many freaking single parent homes there are. It doesn't make any kind of sense. It doesn't make any kind of sense how many single parent homes there are today. I think, men, we have to be strong enough to say, I liked that woman enough to lay down with her and get her pregnant. So I need to be manly enough to take care of her and my child. Okay, we have to be manly enough to say, I'm not going to allow my child to live a life without me. I'm not going to allow my significant other to not be influenced by my ability to make difficult decisions and push the ball forward in her and I favor. Now, this is one cool thing about the Bible, because I think that, a man finds a good wife, and I think multiplication happens when that time comes up, because in life we're adding, right? We're adding something to our plate. But in certain times when God gets in the mix, we start multiplying. And I believe that marriage is one of those multipliers, because really it's not even you and her anymore. It's really you, her, and God, and it takes another level of faith, to be even on that level. So, do not go out here sticking your penis in people and then just leaving her to take care of the kids. It's not cool. Absolutely not cool. I'm telling you, I honestly believe that God gives us favor when we stay around and we make sure that we raise our children, and we make her a wife, not a baby mama. Titles mean a lot. Okay. Titles mean a lot. Now, that's just a few things, but I'm telling you, I really think we need to work on this. I think that, if we become better people, and then if we have better cities, then we'll have better counties. Okay. And if we have better counties, then we're going to have better states. And if we got a better state, then we're going to have a better country. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we should be striving for, is to become better, is to be able to handle more, is to obey so we can, inherit the favor that we're supposed to get, so be a man. Stop biting your nails. Your nails are supposed to be strong. Okay. We're supposed to be out here taking care of the land. Okay. Men were made to work. Okay. I promise you are brilliantly and wonderfully made. You are made in God's image. you are a genius and you use your wisdom daily, you can handle anything that comes your way. Okay? It's 2024. Start believing in that. Start operating in that. Peace, y'all. See you on the next one.